Hey guys, Techie here, and welcome to the long-term review of the Razer Blackshark V2 Pro, the wireless version. So I've been using this headset for the past around 3 to 4 months, and I think I've known most of the things I need to know about it to make a comprehensive review. As you guys know, I do like to take my time with a product before I review it, because then I can, even if at first impressions, if something feels okay, great, over long-term usage, it may not end up being something that I enjoy. But with this product and this headset in particular, I've decided to review this and cut this review into 3 separate categories. So the first one is the things I love about the headset, and second category is the things that I'm indifferent about. So I don't love it, I don't hate it, it's just, it's there, it doesn't really make me feel anything. And then I'm going to give you the deal breaker. So right off the bat, if you're looking to see what's this headset's problem, I'll put the timestamp in the description if I remember. If not, let me know via comment that I forgot, and I'll definitely do it. And you can skip right ahead, because there is a deal breaker, and it may not be a deal breaker for many people. It wasn't for me, but maybe for you. So definitely consider that. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the things I love about this headset. So first of all, this headset, I gotta say, I love the design. For example, I love the fact that there's no RGB. I love the fact that there's these squiggly wires, making it look like you're more of someone like at an airport, or at a ground control, or at a pit crew, or at a pit box, or a member of a pit crew in a Formula One team. I like that aesthetic, and I think that's very cool. I love the ear cups. They look pretty nice. I love this giant dial for volume, and what I like about it is that this is 0. When you get to 50, it literally just stops, so it's 50, and then you just go to 100 if you want to kill yourself, because this kind of segues into the next step of why I love this headset: the volume. It is loud. I've used loads of headsets, wired and wireless, and there was one headset where I was kind of like, okay, 70% volume is okay, and that's my happy spot. If I leave this on 50%, I still have to use the volume control to make sure that the volume on the app, whether it be YouTube, Twitch, no matter what, is a little bit less than full volume, because it is that loud. And I'm not kidding, it is loud. If you put this full and you blast out something, you're probably gonna break your eardrums. I'm just gonna say that. So just be careful when using it. Start off with 50% and adjust to your taste. It's kind of like you're making a recipe, season to taste. But the best thing about that is, with that volume comes the fact that you don't have to have it too high. You can have a really nice soundstage, and honestly, I haven't felt any issue with, even while charging, if the cable has any noise or tangles, it doesn't really bother me too much. And I really do enjoy the soundstage, especially in games like Call of Duty, Apex, Fortnite. Fortnite is a little different because I just think it's just the sounds in that game, it just works weird, or I'm just not used to it. I can't really pinpoint, but with COD and Apex, I could really hear the footsteps, and those settings the soundstage is just impressive. I think this is the best headset if you're just looking at what you're getting, at the output from the headset itself, because the volume's there, and I assure you the soundstage is quite impressive. Next thing I love about it is the comfort. You put these bad boys on, you don't even feel it. It is light. I always enjoyed that about Razer headsets, even my Kraken Ultra Light. I mean, it's in the name, but it was very light. It was so comfortable. What I kind of miss with other headsets are either with the design of the ear cups, or the band, or they put that metal thing around, which like every headset now does. That metal band adds a lot of weight, and it feels, you can feel it drag on your ears. But with this headset, no issues whatsoever. I really feel like if you put this on and you play, and you can play 12-hour gaming sessions. You can spend your entire weekend wearing this thing, walking around, no problems. And coming with that, I'm gonna add to that with the battery charge. I got about 2 days of normal gamer usage. And let me explain what my normal gamer usage. I work online, I work on a PC. So I have this headset on at all times. So I've spent a whole working day plus some gaming time. But whenever I go downstairs, I usually put it to charge, but I didn't, just to test it. So it did still last 2 full work days. So that's about at least 16 to 18 hours. That's what I got. Now again, I'm running it at 50% volume, so that may impact it, and I'm pretty sure that does impact it. So you gotta, take that into account. I'm telling you, you don't want this at 100% because your ears will bleed and it'll not be pretty. But moving on, staying with the comfort thing, these pads are not pleather. They're kind of this mesh cloth material. What that means is when you put this on, even if you live in a very hot place, which it is now, right? Where I live, it's hot. I don't have the fan on so I can get a nice clean audio for you guys, and it's raining outside. There's a cool breeze coming. But if I don't switch the fan off in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna start sweating. I think you could probably still see beads of sweat. I live in a very hot place. In India, it's known for being a very hot country. It's a tropical country, it has high humidity. But with this headset, I don't feel my ears get spicy. And by spicy, I mean like it doesn't start sweating, it doesn't start itching. It doesn't feel like they're literally on fire. Whereas with a lot of headsets, I have felt that to the point where I considered switching over to earphones, and I hate earphones. I just can't manage with earphones. I tried, I just couldn't deal with it. But this, the perfect solution if you want to enjoy the headset experience in a warmer climate and still have your ears be quite comfortable and cool. Now, I mentioned this at the start, and of course, this is very subjective, but the design style. I love that there's literally only one small, teeny tiny light, which you can see right now is blue. It means the headset is on. And when it's plugged in and charging, it turns green, and it's running low on batteries. You get a visual cue on your software. Love that. I love that because I didn't have that on my HP headset. And you also get an audio cue, but even if you miss the audio cue, you get 2 warnings. You get a low battery and critical battery warning on your Razer sign-up software, so that might help you out there as well. So all in all, great package. A lot to love when it comes to this headset. It's not all roses and other things like roses, but it has its own flaws, it has its own niggles. And let's start by talking about things I'm indifferent to, things I don't really care about. One thing, I'll start again with the design. I do not like these things. They're no problem. Once you get used to them, adjusting them is very easy. They are firm. I've not had any issue with them dropping down on their own, nothing like that. Over these past 3 to 4 months, I had none of that issue. But I just don't like them. I think they could have just had one thicker band or something that looked and inspired a little bit more confidence. I'm just not a fan of these teeny tiny pipes, even though they're strong. Again, this is not a comment on build quality, it's just the design choice. So it is, again, subjective, but I just don't like that. It doesn't inspire confidence. If I'm looking at this headset, and this was one of my worries when I was trying to get this headset, I just don't like that. Now, another thing that I'm very indifferent about is the fact that this has THX compatibility. I have no idea what it does. It does nothing as far as I know. Enabled it, disabled it. The sound felt much better disabled, so left it off. So the whole THX compatibility shtick, I think is just whatever, They probably charge you in the price for that branding, but I mean, it's a Razer branding, isn't it? So THX compatibility it doesn't mean much to me. And yeah, it just no, it's pointless to me. It's you could say it's super duper higher definition audio, and I would still think it's the same BS that they're feeding us. So it made no difference to me. Leaving it off, actually no, it did make a difference. Leaving it off was better. So I guess don't leave it on. X, it kind of comes along with is Razer Synapse. Now, I said the visual cue is great, and it has EQ settings and it has these things, but it's also known to have a lot of niggles for people who have trouble with it. So you may have a lot of troubleshooting because it's always another added software that doesn't always have to play well with your computer. For example, a friend of mine has Blacksharks wired, I believe, and his Razer's giving his Synapse is giving him a lot of trouble, and he mentioned to me that it may be causing his computers and sound card to have conflicts and all that. It's just one more added hurdle. I don't know if this works just as well without it. Frankly, I didn't try. My past experience would say no because it needs the drivers for it, because that's how the ultralight and everything worked. But definitely having that Razer Synapse, it's not a problem for me, because I mean it's working fine. I had no issues with it. But it's just one of those things, like you don't really need it, do you? I mean, you set your EQ and then you forget about it. You don't even think about it. And I do notice this every time my computer boots up. When Razer is booting up its, the Synapse and everything, my computer is extremely slow. So it's basically using a lot of resources at the start of booting up. Now, I don't know why that needs to happen, but it does happen, so keep that in mind. Now comes to the biggest issue I have with the headset, the deal breaker. The deal breaker is very simple. This is the headset I've been talking about. If you look at the marketing material for this headset, you'll notice something is missing on this headset. And you would be right. There's a mic that comes with the headset. Although at this point, they shouldn't really call it a mic, they should call it walkie-talkie simulator, because the quality of the mic is absolute garbage. I've honestly had headsets that cost $20 that sound better. You'll come through loud, you won't be very clear. You will sound like you're using a walkie-talkie, and there's so many different voice modulators and things you can use within the Synapse software itself. It's just a bad mic. Okay, I mean, this is someone who uses a fan, so you have to consider that. If you live in a room that has AC, or you don't need a fan or an AC where you live, kudos, you probably won't hate this as much. But do not buy this headset. And I cannot stress this enough. If you're a content creator, if you're a gamer, you're considering buying this headset as your main mic for content creation as well, do not do it. You will regret it, you will hate yourself, and you will then have to spend money on another mic, like this one. I did do all that. I did spend money on it, and I'm very happy with it. Until I got it, honestly, I mean, I didn't really care much. My friends had to really struggle. My dog is going a bit crazy, but aside from that, the mic is a huge, huge deal breaker. And for me personally, it's not because I have a secondary mic and that I use that for Discord and communicating with friends, while as my main mic stays for recording and streaming. This mic, the mic that comes with it, and I'll attach a sound test, of course, a mic test with you guys, with the fan on and off, but the mic is in a drawer that never gets opened. I never miss it, and frankly, I'd be surprised if anyone recommends the mic that comes with this. Now, I know wireless mics in general are really not there yet, and that's fine. But yeah, do not buy this for this mic. If you think you're gonna use this mic, just no, don't. Okay? Before we get to the conclusion, why don't you guys listen to the mic test?
Hey guys, it's RD Techie, and today we're doing the mic test of the Razer Blackshark V2 Pro. This is with no other ambient noise other than my PC, which is fairly quiet, and the fan is, at this moment, off. And now I've got the fan on, and this is with the fan as well as my PC running. So you can hear the difference in ambient noise and how it affects your voice quality. So this is again the mic test for the Razer Blackshark V2 Pro wireless.
So there you have it. That's the mic test with and without the fan on, without ambient noise. So you guys have an idea of what you're dealing with. If that sounds okay for you, go for it. This headset, like I said, is the best headset I've had of all time. I've used HP wireless, I've used Razer, I've used all sorts of different combinations, but I am so glad I went for this because I cannot imagine a headset that's more perfect than this because of the comfort, because of the quality of the sound, because of the volume and the output level of the headset itself. So give it a look. Links are in the description. Price and all that will be shown at some point in the video. If not, I'll put it like right there or there somewhere, maybe there. This place, right? So I'll do that. Just wanted to get this video out there. Thank you so much. And I did spend my money on this. It's not a Razer sent product. I'm not big enough for that stuff, okay? So I gotta spend my own. And that's why I make sure my reviews are based on if I would spend that money if I was looking for it. And I would still go for this headset. Don't get me wrong. I would still buy this headset in a heartbeat, just as long as I have this thing here doing the bulk of the mic duties. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching all this while. And if you are not subbed to the channel, please consider hitting that sub button because we're so close to that 1K. I know it's pointless and it's a milestone. It doesn't make a difference, but it's close, so close. Just click it, like, share, and all that jazz, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day ahead. Bye-bye.